Okay, so this is Bannon's last day, so it's 1:30, so basically 2.5 hours. What kind of strategy can you come up with 2.5 hours before you leave? I mean, he's a strategist. You got 2.5 hours to strategize, and then leaves. Here's Kevin in Green Bay. Hi, Kevin. Great to have you here.
Hey, sir. How you doing?
Very well, sir. Thank you.
I'm 24 years old. I just graduated from college at a public university, and I was just hired this summer as an elementary school teacher. And my question to you, from my perspective and growing up in public education, it just seems that liberalism has complete control over our education system from the bottom all the way to the top.
It does. You're right.
And why? Why is that the case, and why it seems that nothing has been done about that?
Well, leftists or activists, this is a strategy, Kevin. If you liberalism, communism, so you need to, if you want the answer to that, you really need to do. And you have to go too deep into this. A peripheral study of Marxism, and you'll learn that Marxism, leftism, liberalism, they have long-term strategies for taking over and controlling whole populations. It's their objective. It is about denying individual liberty and creating a collective with a top-down command and control government and economy. Conservatives are individuals and not activists at all. And so there is no such strategy to bend, shape, and form a country. Hang on now. Don't hang up. And we are back now with Kevin in Green Bay, who has just graduated a university, is becoming a teacher. And he's asking how the left has ended up with total control of education. What you'll learn, Kevin, and I'm going to give you a little brief overview here because it'll be helpful for everybody. Marxism is what has seduced American liberals, well, liberals, the worldwide, communists, all leftists. And Marxism is about, the fundamental purpose of Marxism is the total control of a population under the belief that individualism and free markets lead to great disparities and inequalities and injustices and unfairness. Now, this is the outward appeal. Marxism is evil, and Marx knew it, but the appeal that seduces people is its justice and equality and fairness. What they don't tell you is the equality is spread equally to the point everybody's miserably equal and miserably the same. But the key to education that you're asking about, ever since Marx, leftists have known that the simplest direct way to controlling a country is via education, the news industry, and healthcare. Those three things. If you, as a leader or as a member of a leadership organization, can succeed in taking over those three things, where only kids, young people, only learn what you want them to learn. They learn how horrible freedom is, how unfair capitalism is, how mean-spirited all of this, how wonderful equality and egalitarian is. Whenever there is a communist invasion or revolution, the news outlets are the first things seized, and then the schools, and then healthcare. Because with healthcare, once you set yourself up as the source for people's healthcare, not insurance, you own them. That way you have total control over how they must live in order to qualify for healthcare. And that's what Marxists want. Marxists and leftists do not trust individuals. They have contempt. Individuals won't do the right thing being defined what Marxists want. Now, conservatives, on the other hand, they don't want to control anything. We believe in individualism, self-reliance, rugged individualism, and we trust people that in free markets and free circumstances, they will do the best to improve themselves and their families. We want as few controls on them as possible. We love everybody, and we want the best for everybody, and we believe people should be free to use whatever talent and ambition and desire they have to achieve whatever they want. We recognize there's going to be winners and losers. The communists say that's not right. There shouldn't be any losers, and they set about trying to create circumstances where people think nobody will lose. But everybody loses under communism. Everybody. You eventually have to build walls around countries to keep people as in the Berlin Wall. So they make it an objective to control education because that's how they control minds. That's how they control countries. That's how they control populations. We, conservatives, on the other hand, we don't want to control anybody. And we're not even activists. We just leave people alone. And we figure if everybody has the same morality and the same set of values and is focusing on the same basic human things, using God-given human freedom, that things are going to work out fine. That's what this country has demonstrated is true. And that's being protested this very day. It's not fine. America's unjust, unfair, and all these things. That's the fight we're in the middle of.
It's just concerning because I see so many people my age and younger who are just buying into the liberal philosophy that's being taught to them. In education and
right, because it's
are so vulnerable.
It's easy. It's easy, Kevin. I've always said that liberalism is one of the most gutless choices you can make. All you have to do to be acknowledged as a good liberal is to see suffering and tell people you see it. And that will convey that you have a big heart and that you care and that you're troubled. Also, these people, without exception, these young people you're talking about, how many of them think that they're victims of something?
Oh, man.
They all do, right? They've all been taught they're victims of something, and it's usually something to do with America's unfairness.
Yep.
Well, that's part of the plan. Once you convince people that they're victims, you really own them. Because you've just told them that whatever problems they have in life is not their fault. And then you're telling them they can't fix them by themselves. Look at your life. Your life sucks. You're a victim of these people here. You can't fix it. You need us looking out for you. Us being the Democrat Party, in this case, the people that go out and get votes. It's hideous, Kevin. I'm glad you've spotted it. You're 24. It is all about control. Look at what's happening on campuses for free speech. They're literally limiting what people can say under the guise of preventing people from getting hurt feelings. They are limiting constitutionally protected speech to save people from being offended or hurt. And so denying people freedom is portrayed as a wonderful thing. That's how they seduce people. And then these people eventually become warriors for the cause, social justice warriors, and they begin espousing beliefs in everything that they have been propagandized. And it just cycles this way. So your 24-year-old buddies, they probably got the first dose of this at home, and then certainly it starts even in kindergarten now, in daycare. So people like me talk to people like you and hope you hang in. Hope you do not get seduced or fall for it or succumb to the pressure, because the pressure is going to be great to get you to abandon this stuff that you think. You're going to be called names. You're going to be racist. You're going to be a pig. You're going to be sexist. You're going to hate women. You're going to hate blacks. You're going to be anti-transgender, whatever. They'll come at you in all directions to force you into acquiescence.